the director seller route, I think that's going to be the next thing that we need to we're really focusing on that. We're spending a lot of time. I know Chase is spending a lot of time, and that's kind of the goal is to just get these county houses. I think the city's cooling down and dying off a little bit. I'm definitely not excited to buy many more houses in the city. Just with like rent seems to be dropping through the floor. I have like properties in freaking Canton that I know of that not even that we manage, but a friend of ours, it's been sitting for like 3 or 4 months under what like he's at where his break even point is. Like his mortgage is like 2,100 and his rent is at 2,100, and he can't get it rented. And there's vacant apartments sitting at those luxury apartment buildings with rooftop pools and freaking basement garages, off street parking that are now less than $2,000 a month for a 2-bedroom. So it's like hard. It's hard to compete with that. Nick, are you seeing rents decreasing as well?
I am seeing, as we discussed earlier, some of my houses rentals sitting longer, and I think it may be a mixture of the market and the winter time.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that because like when I first moved here, my first research was Baltimore City, and I was looking at it, and it seems like there's seasonal highs and lows. Is that what you see?
That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I mean, at the beginning, it felt like, everything was just renting, everything was fine, but then, like right now in the wintertime, I have like 10 vacant properties sitting. I did just sign a lease on 2 in February, but I have one, that just is turning over now, so that's another vacant one coming up. So it's definitely a combination, and also maybe a combination of me not putting a lot of focus in the tenant placement and putting focus elsewhere. So it's definitely a mixture of different things.
Yeah, I do think focusing on tenant placement in the wintertime and then getting those tenants, like everything I'm telling Jocelyn, who handles most of our listings now, is like, let's just get these people locked in until like April or May. Because if you could do, like at this point, I don't even want a 12-month lease. Like if you could just do a 14-month lease, like I'll give them even a slight discount to not come vacant February 1st, or January 1st. Like I do not want to fill vacancies January, February, March. Like April is when things start heating up, like April, May, June. I feel like those are the 3 months that are like super hot to rent properties. And it's like constant turnover and people are moving in and out. But after like August, September, and like even in August, because kids are going back to school, so stuff in the county definitely starts to slow down. Like after August, and then you get into September, now you're in Thanksgiving. Like I feel like this year too, I think we felt it really bad this year. Well, worse this year than past is because of our overhead is like a lot higher than it's been as the company grows, where like obviously the overhead's growing. So like Thanksgiving to freaking January, mid-January, we're just like nobody's calling. Vacancies are up like beyond belief. There's nobody showing properties. Like nobody wants to see anything. It gets dark at 4 p.m. That all those factors just makes it a tough season. And when you're spending a lot of money on overhead, it's something that you really got to like keep in mind every year.
Yeah, and just the holding cost of the mortgage on that vacant unit or vacant property.
Yeah,
definitely adds up.